but it's not. Okay, there we go.
Alright, I want to start with a little story. Just about a week ago, I booked flights to Hawaii for me and my girls and my husband and my daughter and her husband and son who live in Colorado. And I did this all for free. Also, we got 9 free nights at a 5-star resort. We got a free rental car, and I did this all with miles and points. And I want to tell you that you can use credit cards without debt. Credit cards and debt are not synonymous, and most people think if you have credit cards you have to have debt. But you don't. I am one of 600 million consumers who carry these little pieces of plastic. I have been a financial manager, owned my business for 25 years. I raised a family of 8 on one income and a very tight budget. And as a Christian, I believe that God owns everything and that we're supposed to be good stewards of what we have. When used properly, I believe that credit cards can be beneficial to families, and you guys can do exactly the same thing that I do. Credit cards can be a valuable tool for simplifying a budget. You can use them without incurring additional debt and earn significant rewards. We're going to look at how to do a simple budget, how to get ultimate rewards, and how to take awesome vacations. For families to receive the credit card rewards that I'm talking about, it's imperative that you live on a budget and within your means. Crown Financial Ministries says in their Need for a Spending plan, a budget is a simple plan for how to spend money that we have. When you create a spending plan, you have the peace of mind in knowing your bills can be paid. If you have funds available, you'll have funds available for emergencies, and you know what you can spend for the things you want. It used to be chaotic at my house. My husband and I both write checks out of the same account. We used a debit card, we used a credit card, and trying to take care of all that mess at the end was ridiculous. It was quite a mess. So he said it'd be much easier if we just went to one credit card and had a monthly budget a monthly bill that was printed out at the end of the month, and we could see everything. So for us, it made a really easy way to budget, just sticking to everything on a credit card. Credit cards can make it easy to establish a budget. Family Resource Center states the process of developing and maintaining your budget is much simpler if you have the records of what you are currently spending on hand. What we do is we pay our balance in full, and we stick to a plan, and we only spend what we earn. Proverbs 21:5 says, the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. When paying off our credit cards every month, we never incur any interest, and we never have any additional debt. If you always pay them by your due date and you don't continue on to the next billing cycle, you'll never pay a penny of interest. Interest is only charged if you carry your balances over. Being debt-free is a reward within itself. Using credit cards can give you sizable rewards. Most credit cards will give you either miles or points. Usually you get $1 for every dollar you spend, you get a mile or a point for it. But the big thing is the sign-up bonuses. When you sign up for these credit cards, they'll often offer like 2 free plane tickets just for signing up. There's a website called Frequent Flyer Miles, and a man on there called Gary Steiger tells us that most credit card companies offer generous sign-up bonuses, and those are the ones that I take advantage of. So I began this little journey of mine. My husband and I both started doing this. I was the one who started, and then I got him addicted to. But we signed up each for credit cards, and within 3 months we had 300,000 miles, and that was enough for 12 free plane tickets. So the way I look at it is something costs the same whether you buy a credit card or cash. If I'm going to go buy my groceries or my clothes or whatever I buy, cash, credit card, it's all the same. But cash doesn't earn you any points. Also, you get protection from an insurance, like if you get a car or you buy a product like a TV set and it goes bad, you will get protection from the credit card company. In addition, it helps you improve your credit score, because if you have no credit and you try to buy a house, they have nothing established. FICO, which is Fair Isaac Corporation, they say that credit scores give lenders a fast, objective measurement of credit risk and can help you get loans faster, decisions are fairer, and more credit is available. So, by establishing good credit, it's going to help you in the long run to buy a house or a car. Also, if you deposit your paycheck and you wait for the bill to come, you can earn interest on your money in the bank while you're waiting for your credit card bill to come in the mail. So valuable rewards credit cards have to offer is awesome. All right. Now let me tell you about some of these vacations. So I had 300,000 miles, and I said, okay, what am I going to do with this? So I started looking at all this stuff online and checking things out, and realized that my 300,000 miles wasn't good just for flights. I could do all kinds of things for it. So we booked our first big vacation to Florida, and I got 5 round-trip tickets for free, 8 days of rental car for free, 8 days at hotels, and then had all these extra points left over. So I started buying restaurant gift cards for like Chili's, Applebee's, Red Lobster, and then I still had money left over, so we get like a $50 gas card that paid gas for us while we drove back and forth around Disney. And we still had 5 or 6 flights left over. So then my 2 daughters got married, and we gave the flights to them and their husbands for their honeymoon. So now we've racked up tons more miles, and I just booked this next flight to Hawaii. We have so many miles left over that we're going to go to Europe for Rachel's senior year. That's her thing. She wants to go to Paris. So we're going to do it for free. Anyway, as I started getting into the thrill of the thing, I started searching all this stuff out on the web. And I found this guy called Chris Guillebeau, I think is the way you say his name. And he tells a story of how he earned over 1 million miles, and he's on a quest right now to visit every country of the world by April 2013. And I did an interview with him, and this is what he says. He says, of course I asked him, what do you like best about this? He said, of course I love the free and low-cost trips. That would definitely be the biggest benefit. It's just fun to see the things that you can do and what possibilities you have. And you can earn more and more miles and redeem them for fun experiences. And there's this other guy on Flyer Talk that I was looking at him, and he has a salary job, so he can't make any more than he already does, and he does this hobby part-time. He said, I make more money doing this, if you count the value of the vacations, than I would if it was my if it was a job. He can make more money. So I'll tell you a little bit about our trip to Hawaii. So I started earning more and more miles after our Florida trip, and then I booked a 5-star hotel, big resort in Hawaii, had jacuzzi tubs, granite countertops, full kitchen, right on this best beach of Maui, and we went there for free. We flew all 5 kids, well, all 5 of us there, and that was over $620 a night just for the hotel. Plus, we got the tickets that were over $1,000 a piece. And we got the rent-a-car. Anyway, our value of that vacation was $11,550. So it was fun. So now we're on our next trip to Hawaii. Anyway, there are people who don't agree with me. They think that credit cards are synonymous with debt, that it's not worth the hassle of having to go through this. In 2010, September 2010, it was reported that the average credit card debt per household is about $15,700. Have you guys heard of Dave Ramsey, right? Popular author Dave Ramsey. He says responsible use of credit card does not exist. Well, I have to say that I beg to differ with him, because if you're disciplined and you're willing to live to your budget and only spend what you earn, and you can pay your bills off every month, then you can do this. Larry Burkett, famous radio host, author, financial manager, you guys know him from Crown Financial Ministries. He tells us the credit card itself isn't bad. It's just as a 10-ton truck is not bad. It depends on who's behind the wheel, whether they're cautious or reckless. So credit cards, to recap, can be used for these wonderful vacations for families. It can help you budget. It can help you to take vacations that you would never otherwise be able to afford. And you can do this all without incurring additional debt. So I think that America needs to think outside the box and not think of this pessimistic idea that credit cards and debt are synonymous. Even families who don't hold to my same biblical values that I do, they can still live responsibly and stick to a budget using credit cards to pay for things and see a world of lands and seas beyond what they've ever dreamed. Chris Guillebeau, I don't know how to say his last name, the one I did the interview, this is what he said. If you don't decide for yourself what you want to get out of life, someone else will probably end up deciding for you.